Well, coming up on today's show, it is our Halloween and Fall Fun show. And boy, if you're looking for a great pumpkin for Halloween, or you want to enjoy some theater, maybe you want to become a superhero, a lot on today's show. Renee, what did you find?
Well, thanks, Mike. We found all kinds of things to do this fall. One of them, you and your friends can unlock a mysterious adventure. And we found a farm that served delicious apple cider slushies that are homemade, as well as all kinds of sunflowers, pumpkins, and fun family fall games. You're not going to want to miss a moment of this show. I'm Renee Joseph, and along with Mike Kilburn, we are Out and About Columbus.
Aviation is great, whether it's just for something you want to do personally or whether you want to do it for a living. And joining us today to talk about that is Pat Rooney from Sundowner Aviation. Good to have you back on the show, Pat.
Well, thanks, Mike, for having me, and thanks for coming down. We're always glad to see you.
Yeah, I love aviation as you do, and it's always a fun to come down and enjoy a ride in a plane and get to talk to you about aviation. Where are we at career-wise if you want to take aviation to a career level?
Well, actually, if you just want to start, now's a great time because, aviation, as you know, is down right now. But it's going to be back in a year or two, and then they're going to be hiring great guns because they just got rid of a bunch of old guys.
Yeah. What does it take to get your private pilot's license?
Well, it's just 40 hours. But you got to take a written test, an oral test, and a flight test. So it's a pretty intense 40 hours. And you can get it, but you can get it done. We've had one person get it done in 6 weeks, but most people take somewhere between 6 months and a year.
You know, one of the things that was interesting is we brought one of our producers along and actually got her up flying for her first time. And so I want to talk to her a little bit about her reaction to it.
That'd be nice.
It's a great experience, coming down here during the fall to see the leaves and everything changing and learn a little bit about flying. I would recommend it to anybody who was looking to have a good fall adventure. If I had my pilot license, I would go to like Myrtle Beach, Hawaii, Florida, wherever the water is.
Well, Pat, give us some contact information so we can start those lessons here at Fairfield County.
Okay, you can find us on the website at www.sundowner.aviation.com, or you can call us on the phone, 740-654-7001, and we can get you fixed up with whatever you need.
Yeah, nothing like getting that fresh air and learning how to fly. Thanks so much for being on the show, Pat.
Well, thanks for coming down. Good to see you again, Mike.
Well, fall is a wonderful time to get out and enjoy nature. And if you love horses, you've got to check out Windswept Training here in Hilliard. And with me is Jen. Jen, welcome to Out and About Columbus.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, we've got Sarah in the background and Theo, her horse, too. Well, give us a little bit about background about Windswept Training. Tell us about your lessons and your boarding program.
Yes, I'd love to. I've been riding for longer than I care to admit. Since I was her age and she's 11. I went to school for horses, and we've been here at this location for about a year. I took the plunge and got my own facility.
Nice.
So, and we do teach lessons. We teach English riding lessons starting at age 3. So that's a little different from most places. They wait till they're older. But we have some really sweet ponies here like Theo and Annie that we can put the little ones on. So they can get started as well. All the way up to, I have adults that they would kill me if I mentioned their age. So, and different disciplines, a lot of them show. My daughter here and Theo are actually going to a show next weekend. We do private lessons and small group lessons, so everyone gets, the proper attention. We're very big on horsemanship and the basics. And then we're also having a Halloween party. And the big thing about that all the kids are excited about is that we're doing a horsey costume contest.
Wonderful. Well, tell us how we find out more information about Windswept Training.
You can go online. We have a website, www.windswepttraining.com. We are also on Facebook and Instagram. We're very active on social media. There's lots of pictures, so you can check us out there.
Wonderful. Jen, thanks again for sharing this great information. What a great place you have.
Great, thank you so much.
Would you like your business to make an appearance on an upcoming episode of Out and About Columbus? Send your contact information to info@outandaboutcolumbus.com to learn more. Well, of course, one of the fun things to do during the fall and Halloween is to come out to Utzi's Farm Market, enjoy the corn crib, and shop for a pumpkin or gourds or whatever. And joining me today is Greg to talk about that. Greg, welcome back to the show. Good to have you on.
Hey, Mike.
You know, every year you come, I come out here, and you have this is the hookup for Halloween, no question about it. These pumpkins look amazing.
Everybody's having a good crop this year. Now, we buy all of ours. We quit growing because there are guys out there that can grow big stuff like this, and they do a better job than we do. So we have them bring it to us, and just beautiful stuff this year. Huge stems, size is awesome.
Yeah, I see some pumpkins that make great jack-o'-lanterns here.
They definitely
Get the
will.
carving knife out and away you go, right?
Yes.
So, what about gourds and other stuff for Halloween? What all am I going to find here?
We've got all that stuff here. The wing gourds people like to put out front with their displays and stuff, straw bales, things like that. We have mums left. You know, anything that you want to decorate with. One of the big things that we do sell here, cheap, squash, acorn butternut squash, spaghetti squash, $1 a piece.
Wow.
And we've been doing that for years, and people just love that stuff.
Well, this is no doubt. This is a fun Saturday to come out to the farm, just walk around, pick out a pumpkin with the family, right? And you know, you got the corn too. Is it the colored corn? Is that what they call it?
Right, they call it Indian corn,
Yeah.
and yeah, that really brightens up your porch and stuff.
Yeah. Like I say, this is just a great fall activity to come out, and of course, all the other things that you have here, we can't forget those. Shop the produce, go into the market, check out the meat, cheese, some of the great deals that you have here. It's just fun to come out here. This is a great fall activity to enjoy. Give us your hours out here when we can come out and see you.
We're open 9 to 5, Monday through Saturday. Of course, we're just south of Plain City off of Route 42.
Yeah, no doubt. Come out and enjoy this and do a little shopping during the fall season. Greg, thanks for being on the show. Burlescent Portraits has their studio turned into a movie set once a month where you can become a superhero and talk about that. Today is Jean. Jean, welcome to the show. Good to have you on.
Thank you so much.
So tell us a little bit about the set. This is really cool.
Thanks. So we transfer the studio into this really cool movie set with the backdrop and the floor drop and all the props, and we've got all the costumes, and we have mom and dad or kids or brothers and sisters
Or all the above.
or a combination of everyone do battles and act out movie scenes, and we capture it all in portraits.
Yeah. Now, this is something you do once a month, right?
Yes.
And you have an event coming up here in October.
We do. For Halloween, we're going to do October 28th through the 31st. We've got appointments day and evening for kids, adults, and families to come in and have a super portrait experience.
That is amazing. Well, let's talk about the ages. I'm assuming if mom and dad's invited, so it probably ranges across all of it.
Yes, it does. So we have costumes that start at children small, so about 4 or 5 years old, all the way up to adult size extra large for men and women.
Yeah. Now, what kind of costumes are they?
They're all superheroes. So you could be Flash, Superman, Wonder Woman, any of the Marvel or DC comics.
Yeah. And what do people say about the experience?
Oh, they have such a great time. So we do the pictures, and then you immediately see them on the laptop, and the kids just have such a great time. They jump up and down and yell and scream, and they love seeing themselves as superheroes on the computer screen and get to pick out their favorite picture.
Well, give us some contact information where we can learn more, get scheduled, and come in and do this, because this would be fun to do.
So you can go to Kapow Columbus, or you can call me at 740-251-3472. And we're also on Facebook if you want to follow us to find the dates for our special events or see some of the pictures that we've already done.
That'd be fun just to see those.
Yes.
Jean, thanks so much for being on the show.
Thanks for coming.
Like the Out and About Columbus Facebook page for pictures, video, and more on the show, including news, upcoming shows, and even exclusive behind-the-scenes content. That's facebook.com/outandaboutcolumbus.
Well, 40 years, believe it or not, we've been here at the Pumpkin Patch at the Circle S Farms, And Ethel's joining us today to talk about some of the activities and fun that you can have. Ethel, welcome to the show. Good to have you back on.
Nice to be here. We always enjoy having you come down on the farm.
Well, of course, this year things are a lot different. The COVID thing's out there. So what are you doing to keep people safe to come out and visit the farm?
One of the main things, everybody wants to pick a pumpkin, take a hayride. We've actually planted 15 acres right here behind the barn. If people don't want to take a hayride, they can walk to the patch, and then we'll pick you up and take you out to the parking lot to your car so that you're not packed on a hayride. We've separated our food service. We've got all of our social distancing marks down. We wear a mask in the market, so we're trying to keep everybody safe at the farm.
Yeah, well, I know you're doing a good job of it here, and it's beautiful to come out here. It just looks great. So let's talk a little bit about some of those activities, because folks that haven't visited you before, they got to come out and check this out. Tell us what kind of activities you got.
We got the pumpkin picking. We got the sunflower maze, which is in full bloom right now, and it's beautiful. We have a scarecrow cave for the kids. All the kids come to play in the fun barn. We're on our second generation of kids that come here when they were growing up, and now they're bringing their family. We have the pumpkin cafe. We have donuts and cider. All kind of fun here. Lots of places to take pictures. And it's just a great day to come out and be on the farm. If you're cooped up at home, come out and join us and have some fun.
Well, give us some contact information where we can learn more about Circle S Farms.
Okay, circlesfarm.com.
And where are you located?
We have a Grove City address. We're 10 miles west of 71 on State Route 665, London Groveport Road.
Well, we found a great little theater located on the south side called Red Herring Productions. And joining me today is Michael Herring, the founder and the guy who put this all together. Michael, welcome to the show. Good to have you on.
Oh, great. Thanks for having me on.
So tell us all about Red Herring Productions and how this got started.
Yeah. Well, Red Herring Productions, we are a theater producer. We produce live plays, and our mission is we produce plays that are profound, provocative, and professional. So they range from comedies to dramas to emotional sort of cathartic pieces to farces like our show that's opening up this Friday night, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And it's a unique concept. One actor, he plays Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and then another actor, she plays 14 different characters, everybody else.
It's amazing.
So yeah, there's a lot of fun, and I encourage people to come out and see it.
What do you want the audience to take away from one of the plays when they leave?
Well, like all theater artists, I think that we want to have an impact. We want to cause people to think, stimulate dialogue and debate and community. So some of our plays are intentionally provocative in terms of trying to achieve that objective. And but then we also want people to have a good time, to laugh, and particularly in these times, laughter can be the best medicine.
Yeah, no question. Well, speaking of that, in these times, I did see one of your people using a sanitizer to sanitize seats and things like that. So I noticed you're really taking some real good safeguards.
Yeah, well, actually, we not only sanitize our seats, but we sanitize our costumes, we sanitize our props. Every actor is responsible for touching their own props because, this is a very serious disease that has really changed everything.
Well, give us some contact information, how we can watch it live stream or how we can come and actually visit you.
Sure. Well, actually, if you go to our website, you can only get tickets through our website, which is www.redherring.info. And then you can go to click on the Coming Soon tab, and then you'll have a listing of all of our shows.
Well, coming up, we're going to take you to a place where you can use your knowledge and skill to unlock their mysteries. Stay with us.
Every year is Lerner's Pumpkin Farm, and boy, I got to tell you, a lot of events and a lot of fun out here. Plus, I got some upcoming attractions you're going to want to hear about. Shelly's joining us today. Shelly, welcome back to the show. Good to have you on.
Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that.
Yeah, so if someone hasn't been here, which I can't imagine that, but if they haven't been here, tell them what kind of activities they're going to find here.
We have many activities from corn maze. You can pick your pumpkins right out of the 17-acre field. Jump pillows, jump pad, roller racers, Legos. Oh my goodness, just so many different activities. Wonderful, delicious food.
You got the zip line?
we have that swing line, which I'm going to have to challenge you on after a while. We have the corn maze, I think, is really hard this year. I think it might be my best one ever. There's one way in and one way out, and it is tricky. So all you maze lovers, come and see if you can get out of the maze.
They're always a lot of fun to go through those mazes. They really are. So, Shelley, I understand that there's a great crop of pumpkins this year, and they look great.
There is a great crop of pumpkins, and you can see this is just a sample of all the different kinds of pumpkins. Big pumpkins, small pumpkins. We have a variety of prices. You can get a pumpkin for $2. We have pallets you can pick from, or the 17-acre field, either one.
Well, Shelley, I understand you got a big attraction coming here to the farm. I want to talk to your daughter, Cheryl, and learn more about that. Well, Cheryl, welcome to the show. Good to have you on.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks for having us. We appreciate it.
Well, I understand you got some big attractions coming to the farm.
We do, and we're super excited about it. So we're having Alexandra Kay coming to the farm this year. So country concert at the farm, and she released a song just a couple weeks ago, and she went from number 6 and woke up the next morning she was number 1. So we're very excited to have her here.
Sounds like she got a great future.
She does, and so you can bring your own chair, and so we can social distance out here as well, and we have plenty of room on 40 acres of property here to have everyone out.
Now, what's the date of that?
October 23rd.
Oh, fantastic.
And so you'll be able to come out, enjoy the activities all day, and then have the concert in the evening underneath the stars.
We'll give us some contact information where you can come out and enjoy the farm.
Yes, come visit us at lanerspunpkin.com, and we are open through Halloween.
And what's your address?
2920 State Route 203. We're in Radnor. It's in Delaware County.
A great place to come out and enjoy some good times. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Well, getting out in the crisp fall air is what I love to do. I'm sure you do too. We found the ultimate in fall family fun. We're here at VanBuren Acres, and with me is Mark VanBuren. Mark, great to see you again.
It's good to see you.
Well, you've added some great things this year, and we're standing behind these beautiful sunflowers that I want to talk about. But let's talk about the pumpkin experience, because when you pull in, there's nothing but pumpkins everywhere.
What we do with the pumpkins, we raise about 23 acres of pumpkins. We have you pick pumpkins for only $5. You can come out and pick a pumpkin and create those memories.
Oh, you guys have it all here. Tell me about these sunflowers right here. These are gorgeous.
Yeah, what we decided to do was to plant about 9 acres of sunflowers. We did them in 2 sections. The last section just flowered about last week, so we really have some nice sunflowers and a lot of nice photo ops.
Oh, definitely. Well, one of my favorite things to do when I come here is to play with those animals, because there's animals everywhere, all kinds of fun games. Talk about other things we can do when we're here.
Oh, just like you said, we have animals. We have sheep, goats, calves, donkeys, and we also have pig races.
My favorite.
Oh, the crowd loves the pig race, especially the kids. We have slides, we do hay rides, we do cow train rides, we have 2 big jumping pillows. We have a lot of fun here.
Well, I know that people are concerned about safety this year. Tell us a little bit about that, what you're doing to keep everyone safe.
Some of the things that we did, we have a 10-acre Pac-Man corn maze. We made the rows a little bit wider, that way people can social distancing. There's a few activities we couldn't do this year. We didn't feel like we could sanitize, but for the most part, we got 90 acres here. You know, people can spread out, they can have fun, just keep that social distance. And we also have about 25 hand sanitizer stations located throughout the farm.
Wonderful. Well, what are your hours and how do we find out more information?
All right, our hours, we're open Wednesday through Sunday. We open at 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. If you want to, you go to VanBurenAcres.com or visit our Facebook page.
Miss any of today's show? Now you can catch it all on the go. Just visit onacolumbus.com for past episodes and all of our latest content. If you love mystery, adventure, and a whole lot of fun, you're going to love Captivating Worlds. With me is David to tell us all about this fun experience. David, welcome to Out and About Columbus.
Well, thank you, Renee.
Well, tell us all about Captivating Worlds. What exactly is it?
Well, at Captivating Worlds, we're looking to take you far, far away. We have a lot in common with traditional escape rooms in that you work with family and friends to solve mysteries, to tackle puzzles, all to get to a certain goal in a specified time. Where we're different is that we really focus our attention on the theming of the experience.
Well, it looks amazing. Is it for people who are used to this experience, or can it be for somebody that's never done anything like this?
Well, it's for everyone, basically. We've been very popular with escape room enthusiasts because we have a very challenging experiences, and they're very unique. But those who are newbies, those who are celebrating a birthday, an anniversary, a family or friends night out, they come in, they have just as much fun as the enthusiasts do. We will customize the experience to how you want it. If you don't need a lot of help, if you're looking for the challenge, you want a hands-off type of experience, we're happy to oblige. But if you need help or you want help, we're happy to do that as well. It's up to the customer. The customer's right.
Well, David, how do we find out more so we can schedule a time to come and experience this great place?
Well, we have a lot of information on our website at captivatingworlds.com, and you can book an experience, you can learn more about it, you can find the number to text us and call us if you have any questions.
Wonderful. This is fabulous. Thank you so much for showing it off today.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, in the Pickerington area, we found Sam's Pumpkin Patch. And boy, I tell you, they got some good-looking pumpkins out here. We're going to learn a little hint about carving as well. Terry Dunlap's joining me to talk about that. Terry, welcome to the show. Good to have you on.
Well, thank you. Glad you came out.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about how long you've been here and how you got into this.
Well, when I was on the police department, and my partner Sam was on the street department, he and he decided he wasn't going anymore, so I told him I'll grow him, you sell him. He said yes, and that was 25 years ago. And 3 years ago he passed, and we've been strong partners ever since. And I promised him that I would keep it going for the community. So here we are.
Well, boy, I'll tell you, you got a great selection of pumpkins. How many pumpkins do you think you got in here right now?
Oh, I don't know, maybe 1,000, counting the little ones that are around and everything, and haul more in every day. As you can see, there's people everywhere.
So the process is the little ones come in, they get a wagon.
Yep.
And they just walk around and find the pumpkins they want and load them up.
Find that perfect pumpkin that really makes them happy.
Yeah.
And everybody finds one.
Yeah, no question. Well, you know, one of the things that was interesting, I didn't know you knew a lot about carving pumpkins, but you got some hints that are pretty good. So tell us a little bit about how to carve a pumpkin.
I don't do the fancy stuff. Most people, when you carve the pumpkin, cuts the top off.
Yep.
Then it shrinks and falls in, and you put toothpicks and everything there. Proper way to carve a pumpkin is cut the bottom out, clean it, carve your face, and then hold the handle and set it down over the candle. And then they say, how'd you get that candle in there? And you say, oh, it's magic. But it never shrinks and falls in. Nice, easy way to do. Your mom and your grandma told you wrong.
Yeah, you know, I never knew that, but it makes perfect sense.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen that 100 times. So
it'll sit there, and if it's crooked, you can shave it off, and every crooked pumpkin will always set straight.
I'll tell you, it looks like a great selection down here. Give us some contact information where we can find you here on Hill Road.
We're at 455 Hill Road South in Pickerington. And you can go in and type in Pumpkin Patch, and we come up, and my phone number's in there. If you want to call and ask questions, we're open every day, 7 days a week till 7.
Now you can join in on all the fun with Out and About Columbus on social media. Grab your mobile device to keep up with where we are in Central Ohio. Make sure to follow us on all of our platforms for everything you need. We stopped by Zaptic Brewing. This is in Italian Village on 5th Avenue. And it is absolutely beautiful. And joining us today is Jim to talk a little bit about this.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Jim. Welcome to the show. Good to have you on.
Thank you.
You know, I've been following you guys for a long time. The brewery up in Worthington, I've seen that, and good to see this place. It's absolutely beautiful down here.
Thank you.
So I guess a concern on everyone's mind today is, what are you doing to keep them safe from COVID? And obviously, that's a big concern for everybody, and it looks like you sure are doing your fair share here.
We are. So here down at Italian Village at the brew pub, we are doing several things. One of the first ones and main ones are we're following CDC guidelines, Franklin County Board of Health guidelines. Most of our staff, actually all of our staff, is doing daily health checks. They do a regular, where they're actually tracking their shifts in the back. We also have, as you can see, the touchless menus. We have plexiglass barriers between all the tables, social distancing between tables as well where we don't have the barriers. Just taking all steps that we can to make sure everybody's.
Yeah, I couldn't help but notice when I walked in, I saw the hand sanitizer, saw the mask in
Yep,
case you don't have
yep,
one. So
absolutely.
taking care of everybody walks in the door.
Absolutely. We're trying to make sure everybody stays safe.
Yeah. So Jim, what do you think is different from this to similar restaurants?
So as far as the differences between here and other restaurants, we are a brew pub, so the beer is kind of the star of the show. I guess the difference between us and the rest of downtown is we're a little bit off the beaten path on Summit and Fifth, so we're not right in the Short North, but we're real close. It's a little bit more laid-back environment. We have very, very high-end pub food.
Well, Jim, let's get some contact information so folks can come down and enjoy this.
Absolutely. You can reach out to us on our website, drinkzaptigitalianvillage.com, and you're more than welcome to follow us on all of our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Well, with interest rates being at an all-time low, now is the perfect time to purchase a new home. And we are at a premier subdivision called Evans Farms, and with me is Tony. Thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure.
Well, tell us all about Evans Farms. What makes this subdivision or new development different from others in the area?
Evans Farm is a community that was envisioned by the Evans family. It's basically built on a traditional neighborhood development platform with new urbanism principles. And to get away from all the philosophical or design talk, if you were to walk through Clintonville or Italian Village or some of the older, successful, really desirable communities in Central Ohio and elsewhere, we've taken those principles and we've brought them forward into a new community or a new urbanism community. And that's what we're based on. It's based on contact with people, things as simple as bringing front porches closer to sidewalks so people can talk as they're sitting on their front porch and folks are walking on the sidewalks. Through the entire community that way, tree-lined streets, alleys in the smaller lots, small parks for people to walk to, for their children to play, or for just conversing with their neighbors.
Beautiful. And tell us a little bit about the amenities that we can expect if we purchase a home in this area.
Probably our largest amenity, and it's something that you would find down in the Short North in Victorian Village or places like that. We've just begun the retail center.
What's the process to go about if you want to purchase a home here?
Probably the easiest way is to check our website at evansfarmoh.com. That has our number as well, and that would probably be the simplest way. You can also contact any of our 12 or 13 builders that we have here as well.
If you're looking for a unique way to celebrate Halloween this year, then Movies 11 at Mill Run is the place to be. For just $99, you can watch any movie and host your own movie theater. Enjoy your own private watch party with your friends, family, and even sports teams. Call 614-316-6840 or visit movies.us for more information. Well, we hope you enjoyed today's show. And remember, you can always see this online at onacolumbus.com, or you can see a full show on Facebook. And fall's in the air, and that means we're back on the road again. Next week, we're headed to Amish country. Be sure to join us every Saturday morning at 7:30 a.m. on the CW or at 10 a.m. on ABC6. Have a great week.